Hi guys, and welcome to Hi-Fi Math. Today's video is the third part of our mixed numbers video series. In part 1, we learned about improper fractions, mixed numbers, and how to convert one to the other. In part 2, we learned how to add mixed numbers. Part 3 is all about subtraction. The multiplication and division of mixed numbers will be explained in part 4 and 5. So let's get started. When we subtract mixed numbers, we tackle the whole parts separately from the fraction parts. Sometimes, however, subtraction of mixed numbers can be tricky. Make sure you watch the video until the end because we will cover some important steps that you need to know when subtracting mixed numbers. In our first example, let's subtract 7 and 5/6 minus 3 and 2/7. Just like with addition, we will first split the whole numbers from the fractions and do the subtractions separately. After that, we will merge the differences together in order to come up with a solution. Subtracting the whole numbers is very easy. 7 minus 3 equals 4. But since the fractions are unlike, we must turn them into like fractions before subtracting. If you need a refresher on how to calculate the least common multiple, or LCM for short, and how to subtract unlike fractions, check out our videos about these topics. The LCM of 6 and 7 is 42, so it will be the common denominator for the fractions. Next, we will multiply each fraction's top and bottom with the right factor in order to end up with the same denominator, while keeping its value unchanged. 5/6 multiplied by 7/7 equals 35/42. 2/7 multiplied by 6/6 equals 12/42. Now we can do the subtraction. 35/42 minus 12/42 equals 23/42. The final step is to merge the two results together. The difference of the whole numbers is 4, and the difference of the fractions is 23/42. The final solution is 4 and 23/42. Let's look at a more difficult subtraction problem, such as the following one. 12 and 4/9 minus 4 and 8/9. As usual, we will first separate the whole numbers from the fractions. We ended up with the following two problems: 12 minus 4 and 4/9 minus 8/9. 4/9 minus 8/9? Can we subtract the bigger fraction from a smaller fraction? Well, at first glance, it looks like we will end up with a negative number as an answer. However, this is not the case. In order to subtract the two fractions, we are going to borrow a 1 from the whole number 12 and express it as a fraction 9/9. Let's break it into simple steps. Step 1. The number 12 can be expressed as 11 plus 1. Therefore, the complete mixed number 12 and 4/9 can be written as 11 plus 1 plus 4/9, which in turn can be written down as 11 plus 1 and 4/9. Its value remains exactly the same, and we didn't break any mathematical rules. Step 2. We can turn 1 and 4/9 into the improper fraction 13/9. We already learned how to do this in our part 1 video of this series. So now the original mixed number 12 and 4/9 would look like 11 and 13/9. Step 3. Rewrite the original version of the problem and include the changes we made. Then solve it. 11 and 13/9 minus 4 and 8/9. This is easy. The difference of the two whole numbers is 7, and the difference of the fractions 13/9 and 8/9 is 5/9. The final solution is 7 and 5/9. Finally, let's look at one more example. How about 7 minus 3 and 2/5? It looks quite easy, doesn't it? On second thought, it may turn out to be trickier than expected, especially if we try to rush through it. If we simply subtract 7 minus 3 equals 4, and then merge it with the fraction 2/5, we would get 4 and 2/5. However, this answer is wrong. The reason is that we forgot to subtract both the whole number part and the fraction part from 7. In other words, 7 minus 3 and 2/5 is the same as 7 minus 3 minus 2/5, and not 7 minus 3 plus 2/5. In order to avoid confusion, we can use parentheses and rewrite the original problem as 7 minus 3 and 2/5. The way to solve this would be to break 7 into the sum 6 plus 1. And then, because every number divided by itself equals 1, we can further modify 7 into 6 plus 5/5. 7 equals 6 plus 1, which is the same as 6 plus 5/5. Now, we can go back and rewrite the original problem in such a way that prevents us from making a mistake. 7 minus 3 and 2/5 equals 6 and 5/5 minus 3 and 2/5. We subtract the whole numbers. 6 minus 3 equals 3, and then the fractions. 5/5 minus 2/5 equals 3/5. Finally, we merge the whole number and the fraction to get 3 and 3/5 as our final answer. Here you go. We covered 3 examples on how to subtract mixed numbers. The more you practice, the easier it will be for you to solve problems with mixed numbers. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe to our channel, like and share our videos, and don't forget to comment down below on what you liked best. Till next time, high five math.